Hi friends, it's Kim here from Memories in Time. How are you? I hope you're having a good weekend. Today I'm here to create what I hope will be a pretty and fun card using the Winged Masterpiece Stamp of the Month, and I'm going to be using this large butterfly, some fussy cutting, and I'll choose a sentiment, and I'm using Daisy Meadows. I've already got everything pre-cut, so I'm using this beautiful plaid from Daisy Meadows and white cardstock. I am going to be using this stencil, which is like a diamond stencil, with some peach ink and my mini blending tool. I have a peach shimmer brush, because you know me, I have to splatter a little. I have some enamel dots, and the pack that I have open, I've used all the little enamel dots, and so I've pulled a second pack. I have already stamped using Intense Black on my butterfly on vellum, and I've let it sit. Even though I used Intense Black, I am going to be coloring with some Spectrum Noir markers, and I am using light blue blend, pale pink blend, light green blend, and light yellow blend. That's what I'm going to be using. And I think, oh, and I have some onyx pearl that I'm going to put in the middle, and then just do something fun up there with a little antenna. So while this continues to dry, and I hope it will be dry when I'm ready to color, I am going to go ahead and get started with some stencil on my white cardstock. And I'm just going to move my VersaMat out of the way for a minute. And I kind of want this, I'm going to do this a little randomly. I don't know, I have the purple tape. I don't know that this, I'm going to move, basically what's going to happen is I'm going to move the stencil around a little while I do this. And I want it to still be on that diamond edge. And I don't know that this tape will stick to my card base. I mean, I know it'll stick to the card base, I just don't know that it will stick to my mat, to my all-purpose mat. Okay, so peach ink is very light. It's a very light ink, and I'm going to go in circular motion, and I want a very light touch. That's all I want. I just want an extremely light touch here. If you have not used our stencils, you really need to give them a try. There's so many fun things you can do with our stencils. So many fun things. And I like that, especially I let the stencil go off the page a little here and there. This is going to be so pretty. And I'm just going in circular motion, and I'm keeping it like on one edge. And that's all I'm doing for my stenciling. Love that. Love it. I'm just going to lay that to the side. I can take a baby wipe and wipe that down. And that's it for the peach ink for now. I think I'm finished with the peach ink, and then I'm going to come in and just do some light spattering. I'm just going to use my bone folder and use my pink shimmer brush to put in some light spatters. I have some ink there. There we go. Because you know we have to have spatters. I mean, like, hello. We just can't create without spatters, right? I can't. Like, I'm addicted to spatters. And then I'm just going to use a paper towel. Dry that up. And this is going to sit to the side. And so now I am going to stamp my butterfly with VersaMat ink. We're going to emboss him. And so we want to make sure that he's inked up really well for embossing. And we're going to stamp it right there in the center. And let's wipe him down for a quick minute so we don't forget. It's very important that you clean your stamps, even if you're not taking them off the block immediately. And I'm going to use black embossing powder. And I rubbed this vellum down with anti-static pouch before I started. And we have a little smear right there, but that's okay. Now I'm going to pour this. I really need to get a tray. Really need to get myself a tray. Set this to the side. And we're going to set this to the side. And now we're going to use our embossing gun. And I get the chance to share with you a brand new tool that we have. Close to my heart is now selling Tweezers Z5006 tweezers. I have heard that these were long ago tweezers in between my time of being close to my heart consultant. I have heard that these tweezers are the bomb. I've heard. So we're getting ready to find out. I'm going to hold this and I'm going to use my all-purpose mat because it is heat resistant. We can emboss on our all-purpose mat. And I was going in circles until I got warm, and now that I'm warm, I'm just working back and forth. And as I'm getting hotter, I'm pulling more away so that I don't burn my vellum. And you can see as this melts, you can watch it melt. And there is just something so therapeutic about that. And I believe that we are all melted. Yes, we are all melted. I'm not worried about these places here because I am going to fussy cut him out. I am going to give him just a second to dry though. And then I'm going to pull that cardstock back in so that you can see me color him. I'm going to zoom in just so you can see this, hopefully. I'll tell you, this card has been one for the making. Okay, so the colors that I'm going to be using are the Ice Blue blend, Light Yellow blend, Light Green blend, and Pale Pink shades. So I'm going to start with the light end of Pale Pink shades, and I want all of these big flowers, I want all of them to be pink. And the reason that I embossed, I tried this stamping and using the heat gun and then letting my vellum dry, and I did hit it with the heat gun and it still bled. And so I wasn't happy with that. So that was why I came to the embossing, which I really think that embossing will look beautiful paired with the inking, the stenciling, I really think. So I want all of these big flowers to be pink. And then let's check how bright that is. No, I think I want, let's look at the yellow. Let's go with the dark. I think I want to put the dark yellow in the center of these. And I may end up putting in some bisque liquid pearls on that. Okay, and now let's look at our greens. I think I want the medium. So now I'm going to come in and do some green leaves. And I'm probably going to have to pick this up and just look at it to make sure I did it in all the locations. Okay, and now for the ice blue. Let's check that against. So I think this light will be pretty. Just trying to I think I want these. And let me see, we may have to go to the medium. Let's go to the medium because that light is not going to show it. See a spot here that needs to have some green. And there we go on that. And then the yellow, I'm going with the dark. See what's not colored. Let's go back to the blue right there. And then I think pretty. Okay, now I'm ready to fussy cut. Hopefully this is going to be pretty. So remember, when you fussy cut, you want to leave a little edge and you want to turn your paper, not your scissors. There we go. Had to worry about that zoom. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is make sure that our card opens on the correct side. And we're going to attach our beautiful Daisy Meadows. And this is going to have like a 1/4 inch, not really a quarter, I guess it's more of an 1/8 of an inch border all the way around. I thought about putting this up on foam tape, but then that will just add to the postage, and this card will be mailed, so I'm not going to do that. And I'm not stamping the sentiment on until I place the butterfly. And actually, I need to look at this and see. This has some beautiful sentiments on your wedding day, wishing you the happiest birthdays, lucky to be your, and then you've got husband, wife, forever wouldn't have been long enough, so you can use this with the sympathy, lucky to call you friend, some little florals, sending get well wishes. This is beautiful. I absolutely love it. And our butterfly, oh, look how pretty. So I'm going to stamp my sentiment. We'll stamp our sentiment now. I'm just going to put this foam inside my card. And I am going to use Lucky to Call You Friend. And then I'm just going to season that stamp. And I am going to use my Intense Black ink. Lucky to Call You Friend. Isn't that beautiful? Yes, that's beautiful. Use the stamp chamois. And put that right back on our carrier sheet. And now comes the fun part. I am going to use, and hopefully this will stick, I'm going to use glue dots, but I'm going to use my paper piercer. All I'm doing here is putting in a little bit of a crease, which of course when I mail this, it'll be flat. And then I'm just going to use my paper piercer just to give a little bit of a curl, and it will not stay completely curled. Oh, how pretty that's going to be. And I'm going to use mini glue dots. And I may have to come back and hit this with some liquid glass. Probably need to do that from the onset. Oh, how pretty. It's taken a while to put this card together, but oh, how pretty. It is definitely worth it. Is that not beautiful? I love it. Love it. And it looks so pretty with that Daisy Meadows paper. What do you think? And then look at the 3D effect there, which of course when it gets mailed, it will be flat, but then hopefully when it comes out of the envelope, it will pop up. Oh, I love it. Okay, let's put a finishing touch of some dots on here. And I did think I wanted peach dots. I think I'm going to go with, just for something fun, nope, that's going to be too dark. So let's go with the yellow on those places, that Sundance. And then let's go with, down here we'll do the peach. Let's do a dot here. You know, we want to do threes. Do a dot here. And then we'll do a dot right there. Ooh, I love it. Love it. I almost feel like I need to balance that top out. I almost feel like I need to balance the top out up here. Way it doesn't feel heavy just down at the bottom of the butterfly. I love it. Love it. What do you think? I love it. Love, love, love it. Very happy with how that card turned out. All right, so hopefully you guys enjoyed. Please do not overlook the beauty that is in this stamp set. This butterfly is gorgeous. It's so fun to work with. If you're going to do it on, if you're going to stamp on vellum, just because it does smear, either let your vellum dry really good overnight, and I may try that, just let the vellum dry overnight so I don't get that smear, or you can also do it on cardstock. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Be sure to give me a thumbs up, leave a comment. If you are not a subscriber, I would love to have you subscribe. Make sure that you hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I add new content. If you are already a subscriber, thank you so much for coming back and saying hello, and happy scrapping.